two different generations living under one roof.
Yeah.
The way Gen Zs of nowadays, the way they speak, the way they train their children is very, very different from the way our Igbo parents, the way they trained us. And outbreak. In an African they don't even tell you because you won't even be able to tell them that you are going through an outbreak.
I can imagine how that's going to be.
And the Gen Zs, that difference is much.
Hi, welcome back to our podcast, Trust Unscripted. I still remain your host, Yinka, and my co-host, Dulcie. Today, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic that every African child can relate to, and that is the unstoppable battle between an African parent and a Gen Z. We're going to be talking about the legendary unstoppable force, which are the African parents. And the soft babies, communication, mental health, and boundaries, which are the Gen Z. Let's dive into this conversation proper, and I hope you enjoy the show. So, over to my co-host. What do you think is the unstoppable battle between an African parent and a Gen Z? Because the gap is insane.
Very insane. Very, very insane. And there are two different generations living under one roof.
Yeah.
I
can imagine how that's going to be.
And the Gen Zs, that difference is much.
Yeah.
And the first and very, very popular one is the communication clash. You know, adult parents have this way they communicate, this commanding
tone. Loud.
Yeah, they are very loud. They have a way of talking to you, wanting you to do exactly what they want to do.
Without caring about your feelings.
They don't even give a damn about that.
Give a damn about your feelings.
Who cares about how you feel?
Yeah.
Just do what you're asked to do.
Yeah.
And you know, Gen Zs, they are kind of they have a solemn way of expressing themselves, and they are very inquisitive, which when you ask African parents stuff, they really think you are trying to disrespect them. They say, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? They think you are trying to disrespect them. And when on the other hand, they are just trying to ask so that we'll know the right way to do it. Yeah, clarity. So we won't make mistakes, because at some point when you now make that mistake, they'll still fault you.
It's your fault. It is your fault.
They'll fault you. They'll be like, hey, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you do this? Why did you? But you know, there's this fear they've instilled in us. Like when you ask, you get is he insulted? Backlash or something like that. So that's the reason why most Gen Z, they can't talk to their African parents, they can't communicate and all. Then the way Gen Zs of nowadays, the way they speak, the way they train their children is very, very different from the way our Igbo parents, the way they trained us. Because hey, these ones are giving their kids soft lives. They are free.
That's what Gen Z
They're very expressive.
It's about my feelings, my mental health.
Your mental health. They don't even want anything to affect their mental health.
Yeah.
They want this something. I feel this way. They'll tell you if this is how they feel about what you are doing. Yeah, they're very, very expressive. But then our daddy and mom is at the top. They are not like that. So for
imagine asking your mommy tell you to do something, now ask why. They're like, are you talking back at me? And my mom is not like that. I just want to have an understanding of what you mean.
Or maybe when they are punishing you.
Yeah.
Maybe she's trying to beat you and they are not even collecting that cane. You just held that cane.
You leave it.
She'll leave it though.
Yeah, beat me.
She'll leave it and she'll be like,
beat me.
Beat me. See, the all family members will hear that you tried to beat your mom when it was the other way around.
They are very dramatic.
Very dramatic. And emotionally draining. Yeah, let me use the word draining. They'll drain you emotionally. So,
and about if they drain you emotionally, you cannot tell them that you are draining me emotionally.
How would you tell your mom?
Imagine that you are draining me emotionally. Your mom will go and eat. Go and eat. You'll be fine.
That one is
heartbreak.
Heartbreak. That was what I was going to say. An heartbreak. In an African home, they won't even tell you because you won't even be able to tell them that you're going through an outbreak. You just have to. You just have to. You just have to. The scenario will be you're just washing plates and
Yeah,
the tears
you're
are
crying.
from because you have to because
This is what I
you
get.
have
I
to
get.
find you. I think the only time you'll be free to cry that cry that
Yeah,
your cry is when you can't even be alone, but maybe during the midnight when you want to sleep, and that's
Actually, you can't
that's
go to
when
bed.
and that's when in that African home you have a room to yourself
Actually.
because some African homes, do you know they all sleep in the same room? It's not about like not being able to afford the stuff, but they are all staying in that same room. So maybe when you are alone, when you get the freedom to be alone, or when you get the freedom to go out to a private space, that's when you can go through your heartbreak, your depression,
Not be alone
think
in
about
the
it, yes,
Yeah.
move. Because do you ever feel like when you cry, it's like therapy. When you
Actually,
cry,
because
yeah,
you get to release the
you get to
tension.
release the tension.
Yeah.
Everything you've been going through, you get to like cry. Then you see, you get this calmness. You calm down.
After period don't believe in
But
that.
see, in that house, you can get hypertension because you are not crying. Your whole vein. There's this way your body reacts when you are not releasing that tension you are supposed to release. You get.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can go through stuff like that.
Yeah,
African homes.
go through.
You
stuff
can't
like
go
that.
through. There's also this one. Hey, when you are going through the outbreak,
Yeah.
and maybe your mom noticed, parents notice, they do notice, and she's like, talk to me. Be free, talk to me. Tell me what's going on with your mind.
Something like this have happened to me before.
Really?
Actually, it's not like it was an heartbreak, but I like the guy at the point, but the first heartbreak.
Okay.
Yada. So I think that they were supposed to make a meal and forgot to add salt.
Oh, fuck.
They had the food, and the next thing my mom would ask me was, "Kilo share?" That is what wrong with you. Like, there's nothing in this life that will make me tell her, no, you can't. No, that's not. I can't even say I was not just feeling it. Like, it was just a mistake. It was an oversight. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I just felt like, okay, no problem. Next time I go do this, just like that. But imagine they are kind of like Gen Z now. I'm using my Gen Z parenting style for something like that. I don't know if it was a Gen Z parent. Easily I could have said, it's because of so that not what I was thinking about that maybe forgot.
She wouldn't even have asked you at that point where everyone was there. She could have waited. She'll come and meet you. Dear, what's wrong? Then you could have expressed yourself. The next thing will be a hug. You'll be fine. You don't need to cry over him. It's not worth it and that.
Yeah.
At your age, you're having boyfriend. African parents.
They not have the boyfriend. They be like me pray.
Yeah. You're having the boyfriend.
They say, go to school, learn everything. After school, after graduation, they will ask you, where is the man? I'm like, but it's not you that when I want to see him.
Where is that time to have the man?
I don't have
because
the man.
Even when you are going to school, when you get that admission, they'll tell you, don't go with boys. Your book. Read book. Any guy that comes to meet you, tell them you are not interested. So throughout the whole level that you use at school,
at the end of the day, I'm not asking you to come up for a bring us back. When do you want me to see the husband? I didn't. They are sharing me. Want me to see. So stuff like that. Another thing is career choice. Imagine African parents believe that they only have 3 professional careers. Like you only have 3 careers in this life.
Yeah,
if you are a doctor, you are an engineer. If you are an engineer, you are a lawyer. Imagine that. Okay, for example, I'm a photographer. Anytime I go to events or family gatherings and they are like older people, even though they're not my parents, like older people in the family, and they ask, what are you doing now? I'm like, I'm a photographer. There's this look like you know what I'm doing. Like, who is this one? What's that? Do you understand? So imagine trying to explain to an African parent that I'm a content creator or I'm a photographer. They'll be like, so wait, everybody's reading you want to be snapping people. Why? Like, so people will be paying you money to snap. They'll not even call it photography. They'll say to snap them.
Snap.
Do you understand? So all these things, it's like it's the little
when people are opening little buildings, they are opening cameras.
Yeah. That is between African parents and a Gen Z. And for Gen Z, we believe in the soft life. We believe in family. Imagine living your space in an African home. Where is space?
Your house, where are you coming from?
Under my roof. You need space. See, guy, all these things, then they're just the little boundaries or the little. They're just the little differences between African parents and Gen Zs. But if there's always a balance to this thing, because as long as the two sides understand where they are coming from, because the African parents, they were raised to be survivors.
Survivors. They only think about how they are going to survive, how your wife will eat, your children will eat, you take care take care with responsibilities.
So they love loudly, even though they love you actually, but the way they express that love is loud and over dramatic and over expressive. I don't even know how to put it. But Gen Z, we want the old softness. After everything, we now need therapy. We need therapy. So another thing here, I don't know the war, the Tom and Jerry vibe that happens between an African parent and technology. An African parent, it is your phone. Like, I'm not using the phone with you. It is for you. You are the one that is using it, but it's me that should know the password. Why?
I don't know.
Or before you stop working, Mommy, Daddy, what happened? You say, I don't know, it just stopped working. What did you press? I don't know, it just stopped working. They'll still be shouting at you. Okay. As per the technician that you are,
you will tell them sort it out now.
You will not open the phone, the brightness 100. There are like 100 and billion tabs open on the phone. The phone is literally hanging. Everything, volume, 100. So now you have to clear it. Better you not clear it, you're not saying you're the genius.
Every time I tell my mom, please reduce the brightness of your phone. It even affects my eyes because my own phone is always on 0. The brightness is always like at the lowest. So my mom will be like, I cannot say anything if it's not bright. Or your phone will not be hot. You know, another one is when I see a picture on my phone. Maybe a picture of a friend or something, or maybe somebody she knows, and I show it to my mom. Even me that was the phone, I'll just swipe through the pictures. My own mommy will carry the phone. She will zoom. Oh my goodness, this parents. She will zoom. Then she now start saying complaints. Why is the best? Why is she dressed like? Why you zoom the whole destiny on red? Another one. It's only one picture I showed her. She moved to the next.
When now see a picture of IDB or see a picture of a celebrity, like, she had all school. Did you even go to school together?
We went to school together. I don't even know. I don't even know where they are from because the way they act is different from us entirely. The whole entirety of their being is very different.
Very, very different.
Oh God. It should be because of technology. Sha. Technology changed a lot of things.
Yeah, because them growing up, they didn't have that. That is, technology was not as
as it is. Now we have access to a lot of things that they didn't have access to. Yeah, they didn't have access to that, and we do.
Yeah, actually. And there's another thing that African parents do. Is comparing you to another person.
Oh God.
Like, Mommy, that I am me. I am not Chinedu or Titi but I'm not the person. I am me. They'll be like, or maybe for example, she goes to her friend's house and she sees the daughter, probably maybe after cooking, cleaned up after herself, and there is you.
The lazy one.
That anytime you are cooking, you just scatter the whole kitchen. Everything. After you finish cooking, that you know she not be saying, hey, you can't behave like almost so that after she finish cooking, she will clean up. But you cooking for? Does she have 2 heads? Mom, yes, she have 2 heads.
That's the reason
I can do what I want to do.
They are doing it. Yeah, different personalities, different people.
Hey, auto school work too. Maybe for example, you carried 92, another person carried 97. Please. So we say, and the person that carried 97, does he have 2 heads? I'm like,
on top 5 marks.
On top, 92 is also pass mark. 92 is even excellent. 97 is excellent.
I mean, they give both of you.
The same pay will collect. But they say, it's 92, 97. How can you carry 97? So all of those things, that is what causes the whole, let me say, the whole unsettled battle between an African child and and a Gen Z.
On that comparison,
Yeah.
when a child gets second or third position, do you know the backlash?
Yeah.
Child.
Imagine carrying
What
carry last.
happens to the person that carried first? Does it have to end? Have you ever thought of the person that carried maybe in a class of 25 students?
Let's carry 2050.
Is that one going to die? Is he or she going to be alive? Because I don't know. You're supposed see. One thing I've noticed is when you praise a kid, a child, he or she wants to do more.
To do more.
Yeah, that encouragement is there.
Yeah.
You can even say, okay, next time, okay, you tried. This is good. Next time, I'll get you this. What do you want? I'll get you this if you can get that. The child will try to work towards it. But when you just at some point,
it's meaning Gen Zs that are doing this now.
Yeah,
they don't see.
Even if their kid is not getting first, second, they'll still encourage their kids. That's one thing. They'll still encourage their kids. I have an uncle that when my dad or my mom is complaining that second you'll be like, what's the percentage? The only thing is concerned about is the percentage. If I have 80 something point something, 90 something point something, then he's okay with it. She's good, she's okay. So why are you complaining? So every time before I take my because then I had the phone. So every time before my reports, before I get home, I'm always calling my uncle first. Uncle TJ, this is what I had. I've collected my report card. This is what I had. 90 something point something, 80 something point. Oh my god, that's good. And I get them. I'll just throw I'll put it down. I won't even show them. I'll just put it on the table, the center table, and they'll be like, they'll carry it. My mom will carry it. She's always forced to carry it. Now check.
But why did you have B in Skinica?
It's the position she will check first. But you're not even one of the top. Then I'll be like, I'll be looking at her like this. So what happens to those that carry third? What happens to the second and the first? What happened? Then she'll now go and check what I had in every other subject. Yeah, so what you have is see in Greek. My not students. What do you expect me to have in Agric? We're forced to do a science course. Yeah. I don't even like it. Agric is a very wide subject that even when the teacher is in class and dictating or explaining, I sleep. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. So what do you expect me to do? I only try to have that C because I do not want to fail. I hate seeing an F in my report card. Yeah. So that's just it. So you just have to encourage me, and I don't even need your Agric for anything because when I am going to write my jam, I'm not going to be doing Agric. Yeah, you just need to encourage me. So why are you backlashing me? The next thing, my dad will not call that his younger brother. Well, I'm going to take she not even have any position this time. Then my uncle will be like, she already called me. What she had is okay. Then I was young, so I wasn't at that age to have a bank account. You not tell my mom, send the account number and can send those somewhere, call off your round. Where do you want to go? This and that.
Encourage the kids and all of that. And I feel that's what the African parents should actually work on. Try to have an opening ear to your kids too. Gen Z especially because we're going to the trauma. You just have this is a
traumatic experience. Honestly,
so, I understand the fact that they love loud and they're expressive and all of that, but also we the Gen Z ask why, especially. Yeah, why? We're not questioning their authority. We're not trying to be defensive. We just want a clearer view. We want to understand what we are saying better. Don't make mistakes. So the African parents should work on that. And also on the part of the Gen Z, I know we are bold, we are expressive, but we should kind of tone it down.
Tone it down, baby.
Tone it down.
Turn it down, baby.
Yeah. Alright, we are come to the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. And share. I would like you to like, subscribe, and share. There's something I want to do on this show today. I want to throw a question out there, and I would like you to answer in the comment section. And the question is, tell us the most traumatic experience you had with an African parent. Actually, leave it on the table to them. Both of you in collaboration. Thank you. See you in our next video. Bye.